System downloaded.
The 16th minute. The 16th minute of PZW. KM Cash is left in charge. Derek Simoni falls a little bit short. Tommy Corbin gets his licks in. And what about the nail? Yes, that's right. This is episode 5 of PZW TV. My name is Atlee Greene. My co-host here is Shane Daly. And Shane Daly is a little lost for words. What was it? Was it something I said? Or was it something that you saw in this action-packed episode of PZW Wrestling?
Well, I can't even really talk about PZW because I really want to know what he did with that nail.
I don't even want to think about what Brandon White did with that nail. That's why I'm not going to talk about it. Can we at least agree on that?
He said he made love to it.
Dude, why? Why? You and I don't normally get along.
Which side? Where?
Oh my goodness! Don't even
Let's talk about something else.
Don't even talk about the hamster.
Let's talk about something else.
Please.
Let's talk about
something else. I know
else.
you and I don't get along, but I was
hoping
really,
we could at
please,
least
agree.
Let's talk about start on the
the
first
nail.
topic. Start on the first topic.
All right. Well, you certainly nailed the emotion that we needed to kick off this show. I'm sorry.
Start on the first topic.
Anyway, the show opens with Adam Nessel in complete disarray.
Adam Nessel.
And he had no choice, apparently, but to leave KM Cash in charge of tonight's proceedings. And I don't know about you, but I think KM Cash absolutely nailed it.
The nail. Wait, do you think it went in his ear?
I
Do you think it went in his ear?
I think the hamster got the worst of it, to tell you the truth. Yeah.
KM Cash did a wonderful job on PZW tonight.
He certainly knows how to look the other way when Derek Simoni is getting interference in this match. I mean, as you know, the match at the show opened
I'm sure it was well deserved or something like that. Where do you think he put the nail? I mean,
well, let me finish my point. Derek Simoni gets back in the ring with Malcolm Xavier. It's a great back and forth match, and all of a sudden, ref's not looking. John Wilson comes in, nails him with the clothesline. Malcolm Xavier gets the win.
Oh.
I mean, John Wilson, you should have saw it. He just absolutely nailed him with that clothesline.
Derek absolutely had this match well underhand until...
Yeah, you all right?
I just keep
You don't sound like yourself. Usually you arrogant as hell, but...
I just keep thinking about the nail. Can we continue on with the topic at hand?
Anyway, after John Wilson clotheslines Derek Simoni, Malcolm Xavier gets the pin, 1, 2, 3, wins the match.
That's
and
another
then they
win for Mr. Adam Nessel's team.
That's right. I mean, Derek Simoni makes his big comeback. Stevie James brings him back to the fold. That should answer any question. If you thought in any way, shape, or form that Derek Simoni was going to leave Stevie James hanging, that should have answered all of your questions. Joe Cole said it best. Stevie James entered the building, and he's not coming alone. It's not the result Derek Simoni and Stevie James wanted, but they'll get back on track.
With the nail and Brandon White.
Okay, I stopped talking about the nail because you were clearly uncomfortable.
Why are we still talking about this?
You brought it up.
Let's move on.
Again.
Let's move on to the next topic. Like, say, KM Cash said it was a $10,000 challenge. Unfortunately, Derek Simoni got the check and the ass whooping that came with it.
I mean, in my opinion, I wouldn't be surprised that check bounced. Knowing KM Cash's reputation, I think that check bounced. Am I right?
No. I'm certain.
Did I hit the bullseye?
I'm certain the check.
Did I hit the nail right in the head?
Look, you're guessing that the check bounced because of the way Derek Simoni dresses. I'm certain he just ripped the check up because he likes dressing like a bum.
I mean, I know Derek Simoni got a cheap shot and lost the match, and that's the reason why he lost the match. But
cheap shot. There was nothing cheap.
I mean, I'm
whatsoever.
gonna be real. I mean, I need to keep off the stickers bars, but I'm gonna be real. Derek Simoni did not look at the best of shape this evening,
and that's why Malcolm Xavier crushed him. Go Team Adam Nessel.
I mean, Malcolm Xavier just didn't want to crush him. He wanted to break Derek's hand. He wanted to give Derek a piece of what he went through during those months and months of being on the shelf with a broken hand of his own.
That's called payback.
You know what? I'll bet you, I'm going to tell you right now, I'll bet you that Derek never got the $10,000. Never got it.
Not
At all.
only have we gone over that, but I've seen Mr. Cash's personal check register, and I am certain that I saw it written in there that check got mailed out to Derek.
I mean, not only did he probably never get the check, but his balls exploded. His balls. Why did you write?
I didn't
What?
write-
Why did you write?
Because
Okay.
I don't know where the nail went, all right? I don't know where the nail went.
Okay, so because you're scared of the nail.
Did it go? Wait a minute. Did it go into his eye? Was it a lobotomy?
Oh my God.
Was it lobotomy
Folks,
sex?
I'm sorry
Did he
about
make
this.
love to him through a lobotomy?
I
Was it
apologize on behalf of
lobotomy
Project
sex?
Zero Wrestling and this show. Just answer this
Oh my
question
God,
for me.
where did the nail go?
You're just so uptight about this whole Brandon White
Do we have a
nailing
number for him?
situation.
Can somebody look and see if we have a number for him? Does he have a number?
Okay, but why are you being uncomfortable with the whole nail thing?
I just want to know.
Why did
where
you
it
write?
went.
Let me finish, please. I need to know this just for my own sanity. Why would fear of, nails make
Can
you
we
write
move
on my
on to
notes?
the next topic,
You took my
please?
notes. This is not
I'm
my handwriting.
trying to move
you
on
wrote
to the
Derek's
next
balls
topic.
exploded. I don't know why you wrote that. I just said that on the air probably more than once.
Next topic, please.
All right. And then, of course, the main event of the show was Tough Talk. So Tony Spencer interviews.
Talking to himself.
That's right.
You
It's
know,
To-
I've
it's
always assumed that man talks to himself, and now it's been confirmed.
Tony Spencer told everybody all week that he was going to have the most interesting guest of all time. I thought it was going to be the Dos Equis guy myself,
I
but
thought
no.
it was going to be the great, and now I understand that you may not agree with me, but with that beautiful description of such a great and generous, benevolent man,
Don't you
I
dare
was
say
certain
Adam Nessel.
that
Don't
it
you
had to
dare
be
say Adam Nessel.
Mr. Adam Nessel. I figured he was certain to be the guest. Basically, Tough Talk Tony Spencer ripped us all off, and he deserves to be sued for false advertising.
I wouldn't say it because Tony Spencer, he thinks very highly of himself. So it's not exactly false advertising. He promised a segment of Tough Talk, and we got one hell of a Tough Talk segment as Tommy Corbin, PZW champion, comes out of nowhere
Overrated.
and tries to exact a measure of revenge. Did you say overrated again?
Overrated. I mean, oh, this cough is catching up to me.
Anyway, Tommy Corbin comes out,
Overrated.
tries to get a measure of revenge. It almost looked like a hockey fight with some wrestling mixed in.
I don't watch hockey, and frankly, I'm surprised that you watch hockey.
I
I'm not
watch
saying
hockey.
I'm not saying anything about why you wouldn't be watching hockey.
Because I'm black.
Hey, you said it. I'm just saying I'm surprised you watch hockey.
You know, you may be surprised that I watch hockey, but judging by your comments, I'm surprised that you even watched the show. Because you clearly know nothing about it.
No, I watched the show. And then I watched the other show that came after it.
All right, well, clearly Tommy Corbin and Tony Spencer have some unfinished business that they will
Atlee.
settle at some point.
Atlee.
Now let's get to the other portion of the show
Atlee,
that Shane
where do you
Daly
put the
won't
nail?
shut up about.
Where do you put the nail?
Undercard Warriors. Brendan White was conducting an interview, and he was using
Where
in
do you
place of a
put the
microphone,
nail?
as we've been saying all episode, a nail. I have no idea where that nail went. Shane Daly has no idea where that nail went.
I don't know where it went.
And I don't even want to think about where that nail went because
Then why are we talking about it?
'Cause you
Let's
keep
just
bringing
talk
it
about
up.
the biggest piece of news on Undercard Warriors.
Joey Warner
Has a
got
win,
his-
people. He
not
has
just-
a win.
Not just a win, his very first win on Undercard Warriors, defeating a very sound, very technical Union Jack.
Oh my God, where'd he put the nail? I can't handle this. I'm walking away. I need to know where that nail went.
Well, as Shane Daly leaves to go find Brandon White's nail, Joey Warner beats Union Jack, and then he proceeds to go get interviewed, but Brandon White doesn't want to interview him, which I thought was kind of insulting because he always wants to interview him when he lost, but then he finally gets his big win, doesn't want to interview him at all. I would have beaten up Brandon White too, but you know what? If Joey Warner saw what we all saw with that nail, he wouldn't have touched Brandon White. Brandon White is a dangerous man. I am not going to go near Brandon White. Someone told me that he wants to be on this podcast at some point. Let me tell you something. That is one episode of the podcast I will not be a part of. I may be contractually obligated, but I'm going to try my damnedest to get out of the episode. Well, we talked about everything that went on in episode 5 of Project Zero Wrestling. This has been another episode of the 16 Minute. We'll see you next time right back here after episode 6. See you later.
The 16th minute.